Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So, do you remember which topic we have discussed yesterday? Yes. Any one
Ma'am,
of you?
competency-based lesson planning.
Yes, very good, Jolly. Competency-based
Ma'am,
lesson planning. Okay.
ma'am,
So
5E
basically, there.
model.
5A
Yes.
model.
Very good. And under that, we also saw lesson planning on the basis of 5E model. Do you remember pillars of the competency-based lesson planning?
Can you
Yes
repeat
or
the
no?
question, ma'am?
Do you remember three main pillars of the competency-based lesson planning?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, for it is a first phase one engage, and phase two it is explore, phase three explain, and phase four is elaborate, and phase five is evaluate.
Okay. And my question is
Ma'am,
three
target
pillars.
competency,
Yes, very good.
experiential and formative checks.
Yes. Okay. So these are the three pillars of the competency based lesson planning. Yes. Could you please repeat it again, Rohini? Target competency, formative
Experiential,
checks.
formative
Yes.
checks, and
Formative
experiential.
checks and experiential.
Experience.
These are the three basic pillars of the competency based lesson planning. And under that, we saw one lesson plan that was related to the 5E model. Okay. Anu, could you please repeat the 5Es of the 5E model,
Yes, ma'am.
please?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. First one is engage. Second one is explore. Third one is explain, and fourth one is elaborate, and fifth one is evaluate.
First one is engage. Second one is explore. Third one
Third,
is
explain,
play. Fourth one,
explain, elaborate,
yes.
and fifth one is
And
evaluate.
fifth one is evaluate. Okay, very good, very good. Okay. So we have done 1.2 from the unit number 1, and today we are going to touch the next subunit, that is 1.3. Okay, let me switch on the screen is visible to you. Let me know, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Voice is also clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the title of the 1.3, that is selection and planning of pedagogical approaches. Okay. So in the previous, since I think in 1.1, we saw different types of the pedagogy. Can anyone quickly tell me the different four types of the basic types of the pedagogy? Come on.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
traditional
Yes, ma'am. First one
pedagogy,
is traditional,
Traditional,
Hmm,
constructivist,
constructivist,
very good.
social,
and
and critical.
critical.
Okay. Okay. So they were the types of, these were the types of pedagogy, right?
Types
But
of
here,
pedagogy.
in your syllabus, different pedagogical approaches are given, right? First, we are going to learn about the different approaches, and after that, see, because different approaches are there. So all the time, it is not possible for the teacher to go with the single approach. Okay, to take the advantages, or we can say the strengths of different approaches. What we supposed to do? We have to integrate different approaches. We have to integrate different pedagogical approaches, right? Okay, so let's see about the different pedagogical approaches. This is really true. Effective instruction is never accidental. Effective instruction is never accidental. It is the product of deliberate strategic selection and structured planning. This is really true because, see, you might have realized that after completion of your practice teaching, right, at the end, the happiness, your happiness itself, it is the feedback that you have done your lesson conduction very effectively because you took lots of efforts, you planned various activities for giving proper learning experiences to the student. You have done you have used my different teaching aids or the effective teaching aids. It can be flashcard, it can be activities, right? So this is really true. That is, it is not accidental because lots of efforts of a teacher are needed for for giving better learning experiences and for reaching towards the learning outcome. This is the fact. Yes. Okay. So let's see types of pedagogical approaches, or you can say just the pedagogical approaches. So this is the first one. The same thing it was there in the types, right? Don't get confused because see the types that is at the macro level. Are you getting me? The types are at the macro level, but when we are thinking about the particular approaches, it is at the micro level, or you can say the meso level. थोड़ा सा level उसका लेवल या फिर स्कोप उसका वाइड है, इसका थोड़ा सा नैरो है. So traditional pedagogy, that is nothing but the direct instructions. You know about this? Yes. This is the classic teacher-centered classroom. The teacher is viewed as the absolute authority and the primary source of the knowledge. So from where the students are getting knowledge, of course, from the teacher. So here, who is the authority? Of course, teacher is the authority. Students are expected to be the passive receivers, listening to the lectures, copying notes from the board, and relying heavily on the textbooks and the rote memorization to pass the exams. So this was there in the traditional pedagogy. Yes. So teacher is only teaching in the classroom. He is the authority. He is the active person, or you can say he is the absolute authority in the classroom. And whatever he is delivering in the classroom, because the teacher, that is only one source, along with the textbook, from where the student they can get the knowledge, right? And what was the criteria of the exam or the nature of the exam? The main, because only the lectures are there. So in the examination, so how the students they are going to pass the exams? The main focus it is given on the rote memorization, right? It is there in the traditional. So can you say that we should not go with the traditional pedagogy? Can you say like this? Yes. Come on, tell me. Can you say like this? Yes.
Ma'am, now these days,
No.
to no.
No. Okay. Just a minute. I think someone is there. Yes. So your answer is big no. Yes. Again, I'm telling you,
Yes,
here we are thinking about the integration of the different pedagogical approaches. Okay. But when there is necessity to provide the factual information, right? You can see here. When you can say this particular approach is having the contemporary value, efficient for introducing new factual framework or explaining complex rule system before practice begin. ऐसे नहीं हो सकता ना कि directly you can switch because at least as a teacher we have to explain something. So somehow we should go with the lecture method also. We should not totally 100% depend on the lecture method, but somehow we can use. Yes. One example it is given over here related to the history. The teacher reads a chapter about the Industrial Revolution aloud while students sit quietly in rows. The student copy a timeline of event from the chalkboard and memorize the dates to prepare the multiple choice test on Friday. Okay, so this is the actually scenario which is there in the traditional classroom, right? And again, what limitations are there? Rarely foster higher order cognitive skills or accommodates individual learning speed. Because see, on one side, whatever characteristics of competency-based learning, teaching and learning we saw, the self-paced learning, it is there. As per my speed, I can learn the things, right? Because our focus, it is on the getting mastery on the particular content, right? So this is the, just you need to understand different approaches of the pedagogy, that's it. So this is the traditional one. The next is advanced pedagogy. Now here you can see in front of advanced pedagogy, one what it is there, what it is. Carry your yes.
Constructivist, ma'am.
Constructivist, right? So again, in initially the traditional from teacher centric, again we are switching from teacher centric to the which approach? Student centric approach, right? So here, this approach shifts the focus from simply memorizing facts to applying knowledge and developing higher order thinking skill. See, so they are not giving focus on the basic level objective like recall and recognition, the memorizing the facts, but here we are giving focus on the applying the knowledge, whatever knowledge they are getting, they should apply those knowledge. And again, we are thinking about the achievement of the higher order thinking skills. Right? It can be analyzing, it can be creativity, it can be innovations, it can be evaluation, right? So here you can see it include method like inquiry-based learning, project-based learning. See, student-centric. Student-centric, so we have to select the methods, teaching methods accordingly. So it can be inquiry-based learning, it can be project-based learning, where the students they act as an investigator, they solve the problem, they analyze the information actively rather than just listening the information. Right? So here this is the student-centric, right? And here the main focus it is given on the development of the higher order thinking skills. Right. So, but obviously, you have to go with the such kind of methods. It can be inquiry based, it can be project based, right? Where we are giving chance to do the investigation, to raise with different questions, to go with the experimentations, to solve the problems, right? See, always remember competency. The word competency itself, it explains that application of the knowledge or skill to solve the day-to-day life problems, right? So it is there in the advanced pedagogy. Please remember the word that is constructivist. One example given over here, right? Example from the biology, plant biology. Yes. So instead of teacher handing out step-by-step worksheet on plant biology, the teacher asks the question, why are the tomato plants in our school garden dying? See, actually, the problematic situation it is given because we are putting the student in the inquiry mode, in the inquiry phase, right? The student must form groups, research possible causes, test the soil pH, and present a scientific solution to save the garden. See, again, somehow here we are talking about the competency because actually they are solving the problem, right? They are not only getting knowledge about the plant biology, right? But actually, there is a scenario, or the question is, or the problem is that the tomato plant in the school garden is dying. So what student they are doing? They are making group. They are doing research. They are finding different causes. For that also, it is to get the better knowledge about why this particular situation is happening. They are going with the experimentations. They are checking the texture of the soil, the pH of the soil, right? And after that, the coming with the solution. So solution based it is here, right? So already the method, the teaching methods, it was given on the previous slide. Inquiry-based learning, problem-based learning, and again we can go with the 5E learning model. Already we have done in the previous class, that is 5E constructivist model. Yes, so this is there in the advanced pedagogy. Okay, then next is, okay, this is a small activity for you. Are you there? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so you're supposed to pick any everyday object. It can be anything. It can be whatever objects are with you. It can be any object. It can be water bottle. It can be mobile phone. It can be kitchen. It can be keys. Whatever it is. Okay. So what you're supposed to do? Take 2 minutes time, right? And here you're going to write the creative uses of that particular object. You have to just think about it, right? And please ignore the primary purpose of that particular object, right? Just do it immediately. Come on. Take paper and pencil or pen you can take. Yes. And write down as much as possible creative uses you can uh, right of that particular object. Come on. It can be any object. Are you doing? Yes or no? Or you are just listening to me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Do it immediately. Yes, done. You need one more minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Done? Okay, now tell
Yes,
me your
ma'am.
answers. Chalo, one by one.
Ma'am, I'll choose coffee mug.
Okay.
It can be a small plant pot.
Okay,
We
very
can
good.
use a pen pencil holder
Okay.
or a piggy bank, small piggy bank.
Okay.
Bird feeder. We can use it as a bird feeder.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Three.
Very good. Good try. Good try. Yes. Any other? Come on. Anu, Jolly.
Yes, ma'am.
Others
Ma'am,
also.
scissor, actually scissor.
Mhm.
Scissor, it is used to cut the paper, clothes,
No,
cardboard.
see, whatever regular uses are there, don't tell me regular uses. You have to think creatively, right? Because usually we use the coffee for holding any liquid. It can be milk, it can be coffee, it can be tea, whatever it is, right? So that is the regular use. So here we have to think out of the box. रेगुलर यूज छोड़ के इसको मैं कैसे यूज कर सकती हूँ या सकता हूँ. Yes, you have to think like that.
Paper clip as a
Ma'am,
bookmark.
Yes, paper clip as a
ma'am,
bookmark.
Ma'am,
cardboard
a
box.
phone stand with
um,
ma'am, a phone stand with several paper clips also.
Mhm.
Ma'am, cardboard box we can use just for just keeping the categorization of the things. By just categorizing that cardboard, we will just categorize our small items like clips, clutches, and that we
Okay.
can categorize. And parallelly, we can rotate it other side, and we can keep our mobile or something like that stand kind of.
Okay. Okay. Will you one example? For example, you do CDs. Nowadays, we are not using the CDs. Compact
Yes,
disc.
yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
you tell me any use of that? The creative
Ma'am,
use of that.
wallpaper hanging initially there was a wall hanging
Yes, ma'am.
we can
Yes,
decorate
by
it and then make
Color
you can
hanging.
use, yes, decorative items you can prepare now by using the CDs. Yes.
yes.
Anything else? Come on, just think
Ma'am, we
about
can
it.
use as a sun. We can use it as a poster also.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? Come on.
And ma'am we can stick on the wall and by using that nail which is stick we can make keychain we can hang the keychain on it.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice.
We
Let
can
me tell
use
you
it as
one
a
is,
bird
Ma'am,
scarer.
it can be used for covering the glass or
okay, very nice. You have come up with different creative uses, right? Let me tell you one thing that the CDs used at my home. Okay. बालकनी में आपको पता है बालकनी में पिजन्स आते हैं बहुत ज्यादा चीजें गंदे करते हैं तो वहां पे नेट तो
Yes,
लगाइए
ma'am,
लेकिन
bird
फिर भी
scarer.
पिजन्स आ रहे हैं क्योंकि नीचे प्लांट्स की वजह से नीचे का पोर्शन ओपन है सो व्हाट माय हस्बैंड ही डिड पुराने जितने भी सीरीज थे उन्होंने उसको वहां पे हैंग कर दिया सी the same thing you can also apply at your home if you are facing the same problem yes he has hung the series right जिसकी वजह से क्या होता है, पिजन आता है तो उनका रिफ्लेक्शन उसमें दिखाई देता है, और जिसकी वजह से नहीं आते. दिस इज द रियलिटी, दिस इज द फैक्ट, राइट? सो कैन वी से दैट इज द क्रिएटिव यूज ऑफ द सीरीज? ऑफ कोर्स,
Yes,
राइट?
ma'am.
Yes,
सो
ma'am.
Great
हियर
mind-blowing idea.
दिस इज रियली नाइस आइडिया, क्योंकि मेरे पास बहुत सारे 20-25 सीडी बहुत सारे पड़े हुए थे, तो मैंने वो निकाले. तो इसको फेंकना नहीं, इसको ऐसे यूज कर सकते हैं. तो वहां पे पूरा टाइप कर दिए, और इट्स लाइक अ डेकोरेशन ऑल्सो, डेकोरेटिव भी थोड़ा दिखता है. और एक्चुअली जो मेन पर्पज है कि वहां पे पिजन नहीं आने चाहिए, वो भी पर्पज हमारा अचीव हो जाता है. यस, ओके. सो this is the next approach of the pedagogy, that is nothing but the innovative pedagogy. See again, मैंने पहले ही बोला types, basic types of pedagogy and the approaches of pedagogy. When you are really looking at the types, it is the broader term, right? But when you are looking at the approaches, it is quite compact one. Yes. So here also you can see the constructivist, the concept. Innovation in teaching means thinking outside the box. It leverages play, creativity, collaboration, and unconventional methods to engage the modern learner. See, because nowadays, because of the technology, even children know many more things than us, right? हमें हमें जितना पता नहीं उनके उतना उससे ज्यादा भी हमारे बच्चों को या फिर क्लास की स्कूल के स्टूडेंट्स को पता रहता है. Okay, so here this include practices like flip classroom. Have you heard this particular method? Yes, this is
Yes,
also
ma'am.
one method of a teaching flip
Yes,
classroom. What
ma'am.
do you know about flip classroom?
Yes,
Let me
ma'am.
know, please.
Flip
So,
classroom is
ma'am, usually what we do, we teach in the class and give assignments at homework. But in flipped classroom, we simply reverse that pattern. So we ask the students to prepare at home and do the task in the class.
Very good, very good. So flip classroom, see, because now it is expected that, for example, suppose they are doing doing homework in the class and listening to the lectures at the home, it means that the learning resources should be provided by the teacher. Okay. So these are the different videos related to these particular topics. Okay, you're going to listen, you're going to watch all the videos, right? Even if any other material, it can be in the e format, it can be in the printed, but whatever it is expected that the learning material should be provided by the teacher to the student, and so that they can learn at the home. And usually what they do in the traditional learning takes place in the classroom, and the yes, and homework it is done in the home. But exactly it reverses, the flipped classroom it reverses. So here the students they are learning in the home, right? And they are what they are doing exactly opposite, whatever homework it is there, they are doing it is related to the assessment. It is there in the classroom, right? So it is expected in the innovative pedagogy. One example it is given over here related to mathematics. Yes. Using the flipped classroom model, students watch a short, engaging 5-minute animated video on fractions. See, this is not simple. On one side, we are talking about the teacher should go with the different methods of the pedagogy, but actually, the preparation or the resources we needed for the actual application of this method, that is not that much easy. Yes. So next day, see, they are going to just watch the video related to the fractions. Then what they are going to do in the next day, they do not listen to a lecture. Instead, they use their time collaboratively. See again, why they have given emphasis on the different approaches and you have to get it, because on one side we are talking about the development, that is 360-degree development. So we are giving focus here on the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. So something means some certain activities should be planned in the collaboration. Some group work activities should be there, right? It can be peer activities also, right? So here what they are going to do, they are going to bake a cake in the school's kitchen, right? So here what they know the fractions, na? So they know the proportion. So accordingly, they are going to apply their knowledge of fractions to measure and divide the ingredients, right? So that it is there in the which type of pedagogy? Yes.
Innovative.
It is there in the innovative pedagogy. Yes. Okay, now what is your understanding about the digital pedagogy? Come on, let me know. Then only we'll switch on the next slide. Digital pedagogy means what? क्या है digital pedagogy?
Use of ICT.
Using the digital tools for teaching.
Like. Come on.
Like
PPT
videos, PPT, pictures or images
And
on the screen.
video and smart boards and projectors. A digital textbook also in digital pedagogy.
Okay, good grad. Okay, let's see about it. Digital pedagogy is the thoughtful and strategic integration of technology into the classroom, right? So it is expected that we should go with the technology. It is not just about putting an iPad in front of the student. It is about the digital tools. Like, you know, that now different simulation platforms are available, right? Even some platforms are related to the science experimentations. So like interactive simulations, artificial intelligence, and online networks, even the virtual platforms we can also use, the simulation platform we can use to make learning dynamic, visual, and connected in ways that were previously impossible. It was not possible. No? Just remember when we were in the school. Okay, just remember our school days. At that time, only the teachers they are teaching in the classroom. It was like a lecture method. Okay, even the experimentation it was only related to the specific subject like science only, right? And after that means the desktop computers were there, but I don't think so that means that much use it was there of the technology. क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी उतनी थी ही नहीं. But nowadays you can see हम बोलते हैं ना कि वाईफाई 3G 4G 5G like that. So like that day by days the technology we are getting advanced technology. So it is expected that in digital whenever we are talking about the digital pedagogy we should go with the proper. See, again, I'm telling you, whenever you're going to select the teaching aid, it should not be only available, it should be appropriate. Are you getting my point? One nice example, it is given over here. You can see. Instead of looking at the flat 2D map in the textbook to learn about tectonic plates, students use virtual reality. Nowadays, it is available, right? Virtual reality headphones or Google or software to virtually fly over the Himalayas. They use digital simulators to manipulate the earth crust and instantly see how earthquake and mountains are formed in 3D. Okay, so because of this virtual reality, even some softwares like Google Earth, you can give direct, see, we are giving direct experiences to the student with the help of digital tools, with the help of digital platforms, right? Even certain science laboratories, e-laboratories are available, right? They are free of cost. Okay, so we can go with the digital pedagogy. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is the last one. This is very, very, very important. I'm expecting the full form of UDL from you guys. Okay, tell me. Inclusive pedagogy. See, inclusive pedagogy means what? Inclusive pedagogy means what? Come on.
Ma'am,
Equality, ma'am.
Yes.
equality in classroom, ma'am.
Equality in the classroom. On what basis the equality should be there?
means all basis, ma'am. Means
I mean,
cognitive
irrespective of their
or
cultural difference,
multicultural.
irrespective of their backgrounds, irrespective of everything, we have to give equality,
Ma'am,
treat them equally.
yes.
Yes.
Learning
So
style or language maybe.
yes, very good. Your concepts are really clear. Very good. Okay. So inclusive pedagogy means here we include each and every learner, whatever needs they are having, whatever learning styles they are having. Okay. Whatever means as per their interest, we are going to plan different things, right? So it is there in the inclusive pedagogy. What is full form of UDL? Is already there in the image. UDL.
Universal
Universal
Design
Design for
Learning,
Learning.
ma'am. It's given in image.
Yes. Yes. So UDL, that is nothing but the universal design learning. See, it's not like that, no specific. I mean, one cloth size it fits all the students. It's not like that. We are going to design the thing in a such a way that we'll able to, miss as a teacher, we'll able to fulfill needs of all the learners, right? So let's see about this. Inclusive pedagogy ensures that teaching is designed from the very beginning to meet the diverse needs of all the learners in the shared classroom, regardless of, it is very nice, regardless of their physical abilities, learning difficulties, linguistic backgrounds, right? We'll take your examples also, no? So what with the BL students, some are from the vernacular medium, they did their basic education in their first language, that is mother tongue. After that, they are switched on the to the third language directly, right? Anyone from you guys? Yes. आप में से कोई ऐसे है जिनका बेसिक एजुकेशन मराठी में हुआ है, उसके बाद उन्होंने साइंस लिया है, या फिर 11 से लेके आगे का पूरा एजुकेशन इंग्लिश में हुआ है? बिकॉज दोज वर इन द महाराष्ट्र, those who did their basic education in Marathi, right? For them, Marathi is the first language, Hindi that is the second and third language. So directly they have switched on the third language, right? So maybe such kinds of learners, because see, BEd that is the English medium. Some students they did the entire education in the English medium, right? So again, is whatever it doesn't matter their linguistic background, their learning difficulties, because everyone is, some may be having the problem with the comprehension, some they are having the problem with the analytical skills, right? So here we have to think about the all kinds of learner, right? So here, instead of separating struggling student or giving them isolated tasks, the teacher provide multiple ways for everyone to succeed together. So here the provision it is given, that is multiple ways. So ऐसे नहीं उन्होंने किया कि just struggle करे, so see, these are the weak learner, they are the struggling. So we have to plan the different tasks. Okay. So they have planned the strategies in a such a way as per their comfort, they can go with the, see, we saw the one example. For example, the task was given, that is they're supposed to read the novels, right? To check the understanding about the that particular novel, they may add particular scene from that novel, right? They can go with the book review. So multiple assessment techniques, even the multiple learning experiences we can give, it is expected in the inclusive pedagogy, right? So here इसका मतलब क्या है कि सबको जीतना है, सबको सक्सीड होना है, सबका लर्निंग होना चाहिए, right? One example it is given over here. Okay, the class is assigned to read a novel. To be inclusive, the teacher provides the standard physical book. See, we are not only talking about the assessment, different tools of the assessment, right? Someone is giving book review, or someone is giving acting particular scene from that particular novel, right? But here, even as per the needs, even the learning experiences are also given. Here you can see, here the teacher provided the physical book. He has also provided the audio book version. He has also provided the graphic novel version for the visual learners, because he know that different kinds of learners are there, right? And for the final assessment, students are given a choice. Again, we are giving, because here we are talking about the inclusive pedagogy, right? So here students are given a choice. They can write a traditional essay, record an audio podcast, or draw a comic strip explaining the plot. Yes, so this is there in the, yes, which type of pedagogy? Yes, come on.
Ma'am, inclusive.
Inclusive pedagogy. Yes. Okay. कितना time हुआ? Can you go with the next point? Can anyone tell me the time, please?
Now it's 12:05.
12
It is
12:05.
12:05. Okay, we continue this one. Okay. Now I think the previous 5 approaches are done. Can anyone quickly tell me the approaches, only the titles?
Yes, ma'am. The first one is traditional. Traditional pedagogy. Second one is advanced. Third one is innovative. Fourth one is digital. And last one is inclusive.
Inclusive. Right. Now let's switch on the next point. This is very simple. Criteria for selecting an approach. See, we saw 5 approaches, right? Traditional, digital, innovative, inclusive, and advanced. We saw these 5 approaches, right? So, what is the criteria we supposed to use for selecting particular approaches? Actually, it is expected that we should not go with the particular approach, means only single approach. As per the necessity, we should go with the multiple approaches together. That is called as integrated, right? Now, if you're going to think about the learner, okay, so here we have to think about their developmental stage, at what particular stage they are. Already we saw the different the educational structure that is given by the NEP 2020, right? At what particular stage they are? They are in the pre-primary, that is nothing but the fundamental stage, or they are in the preparatory, they are in the middle stage, or they are in the secondary stage. So accordingly, so we have to think before going with the selection of the different approach of pedagogy, we have to think about the particular stage, right? Particular stage of the learner. It can be fundamental, preparatory. I'm not now talking about the pre-primary and primary because it is not there in the NEP 2020. So whatever latest things are there, I'm going to talk only about that, right? So fundamental, preparatory, middle, and after that secondary. So we have to think about that. The second thing is prior knowledge, right? So basically we do this in the set induction part, right? We check the prior knowledge about the topic, whatever topic we are going to start, right? So it is nothing but the pre-assessment. Yes, most see, I don't know. Still, also you are having that misconception in your mind. I will not generalize this, of course, because what we do now in the set induction, it is blindly. Yes, it's मतलब blindly है. ऐसे ही set induction होना चाहिए. Means what? We supposed to ask questions related to previous knowledge. Okay, it is there in the, that is nothing but the set induction. My dear friends, please don't ask questions alone. Along with that, take some activities. Means, for example, you are narrating particular story and then you are asking questions. You are just giving the problematic situations and then you are asking questions. It should always go with the any other latest technique of the set induction, right? So here see, again and again, you will get the word that is scaffolded. Okay, remedial pedagogy is first. अगर base ही नहीं whatever, if you are going to check the prior knowledge, because definitely the new knowledge it will be built on the basis of the prior knowledge only. If the student don't know the previous things, teacher will able to teach them the current topic. Yes or no? Current topic teacher सिखा पाएगी?
No, ma'am.
Yes. So here the word see the support it should be given by the teacher, and the remedial means first that particular the whatever things are not clear in the student's mind, that should be taught first by the teacher so that it is there in the prior knowledge, or we can see the previous knowledge. Yes. Then objective. See again, you have to think about the goal, which objectives or which goals or which learning outcomes you are going to, yes, we are going to achieve at the end of the lesson. See, whenever you're planning any lesson, we are going to select the particular content. We are not going to select the entire unit, right? Maybe see sometimes that will be also happen if the unit is too small. So definitely the teacher can finish that particular unit in the 30 minutes of the time period, right? But basically there is a difference between unit planning and lesson planning, right? Okay, so here you can see again the focus it is given on the 3 kinds of domain: cognitive, affective, and the psychomotor, right? If the outcome is low level retention, that is remember, direct instructions works well. If it is systematic evaluation, a case study or problem based approach is required. See, again, what does it mean? Okay, so first I will read about the affective and psychomotor domain, then I will explain to you. To develop empathy, teamwork, or leadership, traditional lectures must be bypassed in the favor of collaborative, innovative, and social pedagogy. Okay, so वहाँ पे उसको हमने bypass किया है traditional lectures. Okay, so again we have to go with some collaborations, right? Some social activities, and we have to plan the peer activities. And the first thing is that first first you have to decide the level. कहाँ तक जाना है? We are only going to achieve only the basic level of the cognitive domain, that is recall and recognition, right? We are going up, that is related to understanding about the content. We are going up, that it is related to applying. We are going up, that is the skills, right? Or the creativity, or the innovations, or the evaluations. Okay, so here we have to think about, before applying any pedagogical approach, we have to think about which objectives and which outcomes we are going to achieve. Right? It is not only related to cognitive. See, there is an integration. Now, it is expected that on one side we are talking about the development of the affective domain, of the psychomotor domain, because competency based itself it tells that the hands-on experiences should be given. So again, we are somehow going in the psychomotor domain. So, okay, the handling the things, doing experimentation, it comes in the psychomotor. Right? When they are doing certain things together, right? It can be group activity, it can be peer activity. So somehow we are talking about the affective domain, about the social skill development, right? So here you have to think about the, yes, about the level of the objective, which level we are going to achieve, right? Then the next is content and context. Both things are very important, right? So rule-governed discipline, maths algorithm, benefit from sequence step. Open-ended discipline, sociology thrives on dialogic pedagogy. So content always matter. See, content means whatever subjects some are having specific methods we are having, na? And specific content you are delivering. So as per your content, for example, we give one example. Suppose you are giving you are as an English teacher, you are teaching the types of noun. Okay, only you are going to giving focus on the common noun and the proper noun, right? So accordingly, you can with the teaching methodology, or you can use the particular approach of the pedagogy, right? So always it should be, always remember one word, that is nothing but the align. So whatever techniques, whatever approaches, whatever methodologies you are going to use, it should be aligned. It should be aligned with the content, and always context also matters, right? Pedagogy must adapt to material realities, class size, furniture, digital infrastructure. One example it is given over here. A rural school might use string and pebbles, while an urban school uses digital simulators. Right? See, always. मैंने last time आपको example दिया था. So whenever you are talking about the motion, I think for the rural student that the wheel of the bullock cart, that will be the better example. कि उनके सामने है, उनके दैट इज वेरी रूरल एरिया, उनके यहाँ पे बसेस भी बहुत रेयरली आती, बट दे नो अबाउट द बुलक कार्ट, राइट? So again, context is always matter. See, if you are planning the peer activities, and even the previous exam, it was there, right? The students, they are going to bake a cake, right? The example of mathematics, that was nothing but the fraction, right? Is it really possible if the class strength is 40? Yes, of course, not possible. So here, we have context always matter. We have to think about the class size. We have to think about the infrastructure resources, right? Everything you have to, is before planning, we have to think about the each and everything. So content matters, and context always matters. Okay. So before selecting any approach, you have to think about the learner, about the prior knowledge of the student at particular stage of the learner, right? Already different stages are there. And my dear friends, always remember, whenever there is a framing of the curriculum framing, it is always done at the particular, for the particular level. ऐसे नहीं होता कि फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड का curriculum, no, curriculum it is always for the particular stage, for the particular level, right? It is not for the particular class. Yes. Then it depends. If the particular course it is only for 1 year, then definitely the curriculum for that particular course, right? But at the school level, it is for the particular level, it is for the particular stage, right? So learner, that is done. Then the objective, we are going to decide the levels, which levels you are going to achieve, so that we can plan the strategies, we can plan which approach will go properly. I think the better one, that is nothing but the align. It should be aligned with the levels of the objective or the learning outcome we have selected, right? And very important, that is the content and the context. Yes. So again, the subject-wise variations will be there. What content you're going to teach, right? Even just remember that yesterday we talked about the 5E model and which examples I gave you. Remember the examples? Yes, related to 5E model. Nice images were displayed. Come on. Two examples I gave you yesterday. Please try to recall it. One was related to taking the topic.
Motion.
Very
Motion,
good.
ma'am.
Motion and types of motion, right? They have given focus on only 3 types of motion. Do you remember the types of motion? Rectilinear, yes, oscillatory, and rotational, I think. These were the 3 types. And one more example I gave you that is nothing but the pollution and types of pollution, right? And it was expected that they should find the solution. Okay, that is it is there in the competency. You know? It is there in the competency. Right? So it always matter means what content you are going to teach to the students. So accordingly, you can plan the you can go with the correct approach, but we can't ignore the context also because if you don't have the proper resources with you, if you don't have the kitchen, the school kitchen, what you will do? If the class strength is high, it is more than 50 or more than 40, you can't you can't go. But what you can you can just merge 2 to 3 approaches together. It can be the initially you can just explain the thing that can be the traditional way or the traditional approach. You can plan for the flipped classroom. Yes, it was there in the digital approach. Are you getting point? So it is possible. Maybe you are having, suppose you are having Google Classroom, you are going to provide each and every means whatever learning resources are there related to particular topic you have selected. You are going to take it today to not today, tomorrow in the class. And you are going to discuss about it tomorrow. So definitely you can provide the learning resources to the students. So it is expected that always we should integrate the different approaches, right? So it can be traditional along with the flipped classroom. That is nothing but the it comes under which approach? Yes, the flipped classroom it comes under which approach?
Innovative.
Yes.
Innovative.
Yes. Okay. So it is digital. It is not possible. See, if the class size is high, means it is that is nothing but the overcrowded classroom, right? So you can also go with the virtual realities, right? The digital laboratories you can use, right? So accordingly, we have to select the different approaches. We have to integrate the different approaches. So this is all about the different types of approaches, right? I hope you understood this topic. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
In next class, we'll discuss about the actually we'll see some examples of the lesson planning is how we can integrate different approaches together. Yes. So this is all about the today's topic. See you in the next class. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.